folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated. Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for your patience, man. Just having some technical difficulties on StreamYard, which is the platform we use to do these streams. Right? Just couldn't get it to go live with the mic and camera, so we got that sorted out, and now we're here. It's the right timing for me. Yeah. Where Fred Maestro. I think you came on maybe one time on the stream. Yeah. Nice. All right. Let's get into this. Oh, what a setup. Gold was super easy. All right, we had a break. Price just retraced. You wanna see if these are the lows or is just a retracement back? And then we have something like this again. You know? Something like that. We'll have to see. But yeah, man, gold has been bearish. Like, super obvious. Just doing this break lows, pullback, break lows. Right, and I think this is a pullback, so it's 30. See, man, I told y'all guys. I was like, there's no way US 30 is gonna drop all the way. Right? So we just respected these lows here. Yeah. I remember, man. This was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. It was this day when I took the buys all the way up. Right here. Right. I'll be real though. The last few days, last few weeks actually, the markets haven't been the best in terms of structure. Like, it's just kind of inner structures. You see, it's a lot of boxes, but you can still trade these. Remember though, you gotta wait for confirmations during these times. You seem almost certain you had flipped bearish back then. Oh boy, Fred. Yeah, Fred. Ha ha ha. You're right, man. Congratulations. I think we should send you a cookie to your door. Does this look bearish? No. This is just a retracement. Basically, what I'm saying is you could take advantage of these pullbacks, man. When was that? June 8th? Yeah. Taking one of these sells is still a nice reaction, man. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're here in price action or at these highs, you can take that short, you know. But remember, here's a low. Oh, failed to break. Oh, we broke high again. Okay, let's continue. Right? We're simply talking about reaction trades. If you see price going bearish for the day, for the week, take the sell. Right? Take the sell. And once it's done, the sequence is done. Oh, we see a breakup. Oh, okay. Let's take buys. Right? So I'm just curious where you get certainty from when you're wrong in this. Real talk, risk management, buddy. I don't even take these types of trades, bro. Because look, if I'm look at this, buddy. That's it. If you're trading a range, I'll trade a range, but it's a higher time frame range. You see this? It's not a 5-minute range. You're still getting 100 pip moves, man. 100 pips. Easy. Back and forth. But once you see this, how it broke out, price broke, retrace, boom. Right? I've been bullish, like, I think the past two, I think it was April. That's where most of the trading happened on UJ and GJ buys. But yeah, you can definitely trade these ranges. But once you see that, okay, now we're breaking highs again. Relax. Yeah, that's literally it. I don't really complicate things, man. It's either breaking lows or they're breaking highs. Yeah. Okay. Let's wait a few minutes to see what we get. Nasdaq. If this flips bullish, cool. But if not, if we break this low, probably take out these. But yeah, man. There's almost there's no way you could trade this market thinking like that, you know. You have to be adaptive. There's nothing wrong with trading reactions. There's nothing wrong with trading pro trend. You gotta know exactly when to get out. Even if you're trading pro trend, there's gonna come a time where a higher time frame it approaches the level and then it sells. And then what does it do? Recover back. So that's literally what happened. See? Price reached. Boom. Nice reaction. Then starts making its way back. Slowly and surely. And this is where all the people get trapped. Because you got guys selling here, buying here. Instead, buy low for the day. Sell high for the day. Sell high for the day. Right? Easy. Okay. All right, 5 minutes, and we'll see what type of candle close we get on Nasdaq. See, US 30 is actually moving its way up, and we have US 30 moving its way up, while Nasdaq is kind of still down. I think UCAD is one of the best setups so far. See if we got divergence. Nope. Hey, hey, man, we got Bowser in the building. What's up? Yeah, we're just observing, man. You know, something I learned about amateur traders is that they just want to do a lot. They think doing is what's gonna make them wealthy, but I promise you that's super wrong. You gotta be so observant and wait for the best. You see how that flipped bearish? These are Just tiny reactions. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes below, then you may see something. But at this moment, all of these lows are being held. You see? And yeah, Steven, Nightwagon, what type of name? Do you know what you're doing? I know what I'm doing. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you should make some comments then. You get paid to wait in trading, man. That's facts. It's not like your regular job where, all right, punch in, do this much work, and then you get paid, you know? Nah. Muffin. I remember my early days, I just wanted 100% strategy. Bro, can I ask a question? Go ahead. Fred Maestro. Yeah, man, you're back at it, man. Like, no offense, but your questions aren't even questions. They're just annoying, you know? Because you believe you're thinking with your ego. You think just because for one single day you have a bias on an intraday setup that I'm thinking long term I'm selling. There's literally no reason to be selling this long term. But for one day, damn it, I'll sell it. I'll take my 100 pips and walk home. You know? While you'll try to counter trend for that day, get eaten, and then when it's actually time to buy, then you're like, oh man, my capital. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same stuff, even on the weekly, buddy. And these would be your targets, right? You got previous highs. Oh, they took it. Now they're selling off. Okay. Set a low. Starts pushing, retracing, doing the same stuff. This is super long term. That's January, right? But in the meantime, why wouldn't you want to take advantage of these intraday setups, right? You guys think it's a bad thing? I actually think it's a good thing. I can literally sell this, take 50 pips. Okay, not following through, failing to break. Keep trying. Okay, cool. I'll take my buys. Take these highs, right? That's what you gotta think. And when you really, really understand how the market actually works with the phases, which I teach to my with um my students, that's how we trade, man. Yeah. So you might want to reconsider your last name, buddy, because it's not about mastering the markets or direction. It's about mastering your mind and your patience. You know. Um. Yeah. Uh. Okay. Nice. Good one, Steven. You're pretty confident. Mar, man. If you're confident, keep at it. Don't quit. Dave Bezel, are you a swing trader? I'm not a swing trader. I only swing if I know it's gonna continue, right? Because I do swing, like, let's say I have a H4 structure. Like, let's say these were the highs, right? And they failed to break these lows. They set the low. I would swing it for like a few days, 4 days, take it, you know. And this is another thing. Look at this. You see how price broke this high? You're not missing anything, because literally all these guys stressing out on this break, we know that they're going to come back, give us a better price. And that's exactly what they did on Tuesday, right? Now, am I bearish on NASDAQ? No, not yet. We still have room to go, right? You see? This is just a reaction from these levels. We could possibly go higher, right? So, and that's exactly what US 30 is doing as we speak, right? Like, everyone's entitled to their opinion, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. They can do what they want. But if you try to force this on somebody else, you just look kind of, desperate for attention. Saying, oh, look, guys, I'm right. Hey, guys, look at me. I'm right. Hey. Right? It's not a competition between anybody but you. So, yeah, I just say get out of the immature mindset of trying to be right all the time and actually focus on the bigger picture. I'm pretty sure gold was selling, retraced, gave us a dump, yeah? I'm pretty sure people who sold this, a lot of them didn't take profits. Why? Because they were like, okay, we can't we must hold this trade because gold is bearish. But trust me, when you learn to cop your money and walk away, you're going to be a happy person, because you're on here for 20 minutes, 30 minutes to execute, and if it doesn't play out, you're out. You know what I mean? So yeah, anyways, man, enough of that talk. Let's stick to what we're here for. All right, so I see this high of the day still intact. Price broke this low. We had that retracement. Now, for me, if we break these lows, then I would actually start to consider taking it back down. Right? You see how price just swept that high? Nice. They took out the high set at 830. And they broke this low. Right? So, and we have this high. All right. Let's see if we can get some type of trade. Okay. Now see. That's why we're patient, man. We're sitting down and observing. This flips. Yeah. Man, it's been a record cold summer. What I would love to see is price dump. I would love to see a dump because price was going up. Like, we had a box, we had another one. We made one last high. Could this be the last high? Right? I would love to see sells on both of these. So, boom. Eh, not the best RR. Yep, that's a nice setup for me. There's too many wicks at the bottom for me to say, okay, we're buying today. You know, and if they do, if they start to buy, that's fine. Right? I'm starting to. I was not dissing your idea, bro. I was I wasn't dissing at all. I was just saying to have an open mind. And being wrong is okay, right? But it's just the fact that you were trying to you weren't admitting that you were wrong. That's the thing, you know? And I admit I'm wrong sometimes. I love being wrong sometimes. You know why? Because I know, okay, if I'm wrong this time, it's either I'm too early or bad positioning. And now I know the real direction, right? Now, what I want to see is if we could get that short down, because they just took out these highs and we're getting some crazy divergence. All right. Yeah, man. And plus, I'm saying nothing wrong with trading reactions, right? But wait, at that certain time, you gotta make sure to just position yourself properly, right? Gold looking strong. You might make a big push up with all the liquidity. That massive suit did nasty. Could it? Yeah. Gold. This could possibly be the low of the week. But I didn't get my confirmations right. I didn't get my confirmations to try and buy this. Okay. 4 tests. 5th one. Yeah. Okay, so I just took US 30. I took US 30 sells. From here. I'll see if we can get it down to here. If not, we'll set it at break even and then get out. But manage your trade, man. My whole point is there's nothing wrong with being wrong. That's why we manage our risk, right? It's just the guys that feel like it's bad to do that. I don't know, man. But you guys are saying gold sweeps. Possible. But am I saying I'm gonna take this? No, man. You know, I just don't see that um, break yet, because look, still got highs intact. You know, if they're respecting this, you never know, man, what might happen next. But yeah, man, welcome to Pillow. For me personally, I just don't want to buy this right now. Um, because I have different confirmations when it comes to these types of setups. But if you wanted to, you could have taken the buy, right? I personally like to buy in these types of scenarios where price sets a low, breaks the previous high, then comes back and then buys. That's my ideal buy right here, right? I don't like buying something like this where prices breaking lows, and then you try to catch it here, right? Right? If you catch it here, you're taking a risk, bigger risk, because it could possibly do this, right? But if you feel like it's a good setup, it definitely could do something like that. So there's different variations of the structures that you could look for, man. Yeah, so now we're getting somewhere because price just reached the high of the day. All right. And if price breaks the high of the day, that's one thing. If it respects the high of the day, that's another thing. Right? So open mind at all times, guys. Yep, but I like these cells though. Reason why I'm selling it is simple. Failed to break these highs. The price retraced. You have 1, 2, 3 days of retracement. Plus, we just took out the high of the day. Now I want to see if price takes at the low. And this hard close. If it doesn't, there's nothing wrong with being wrong. I said it once. Yeah, but you are waiting to see what it does up there at a resistance level. It would have to break and come back for me to enter exactly. Exactly. You know, and that's what I show my mentees, man. Like, literally, you can miss out on a 500, 600 pip trade and still make money the next day or the next session or there's so many opportunities. Let's see. Indicator settings. It's just a 14 from TDI. That's it. Just change that. Boom. So we just broke below the MBL and crossed below 50. Yes, sir. I want to see price come down. Salam. Yeah, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna be riding this out. It's a good setup for me. So yeah, it's a nice 3%. Take it. I take that all day, right? But if I'm wrong, I'm at break even, and I'm right. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, man. That's the beauty of trading, man. Risk management is everything. Like you don't have to be right all the time, and that's such a beautiful thing, you know. And I wonder why. It's like why is that most traders that come into this market can't seem to grasp the market itself or even the concept of risk management, right? So, anyways, you guys decide when you want to take your profits. All right, when you guys want to get out, that's on you. Right now, now I'm seeing, yep. Right. So you see how gold did a very subtle reaction? This that to me isn't a real trade. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, UJ, UJ, we have two lows, one high, high taken out. What could possibly happen? Right? Plus, we've been bullish the whole week. I would not be surprised if price starts to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't care what you were wrong and I was right. I'm just curious about your mindset because I know. Bro, Fred, man, look, if you want to come to my streams and enjoy your time, fine. But we're not going to go back and forth on this stuff. The only thing, we had two different opinions. You really think that if I have one opinion, you have one opinion, it's okay. Just accept it, bro. Like, one thing with you, you're very, very persistent. You just keep going back. I admit I was wrong, but for that day, I was right. Remember, I'm not a swing trader, so I'm not going to tell you that how I trade is not a swing trade. You know, I trade intraday. June 8th was the day you came to my stream. Right? Let's see what June 8th gave us that day. June 8th sold. And I was like, look, if price fails to break lows, what does that say? If they're failing to break lows and making new lows, we're bullish. That's how structure's made. You know? But if they break lows, if price literally, if I wanted to swing my sell, that's the only way I would swing my sell. If it broke this lows, pulled back, and then start to make its way back down. That's the only way, right? So I don't know what you're getting from doing this, but you're getting some pleasure from just literally repeating the same stuff over and over again. Like, I think maybe I should send you a cookie in the mail, you know what I mean? To make you feel better, but there's nothing wrong with being wrong. Even this trade, right? If I'm wrong on this short, I'm cool. You see how price failed to break yesterday's low? It's still holding. The only way I'm going to see if it's actually selling is if it goes boom. Right? So, anyways. Yeah. Yep. Bye, Fred. Now, I'll tell you guys something about people like that. He's basically Fred. What Fred is doing is he's trying to say and put it into people's face that, hey, look, it's like a child that wants attention, right? If you guys study some psychology, you guys know this. Children love attention. and they'll do whatever it takes to get it, right? Basically, he's saying, hey guys, look. It's like one of those TV shows, cartoon shows. Look at me. I'm right. Yay. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would say. Hey, you wrong. Yay. You know what I'm saying? And they get pleasure from trying to say that. And I wholeheartedly admit it, you know? I'm like, look, I took the shorts. Cool. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. And I totally admit that, okay, if I'm taking this risk, it's still a risk that I'm taking. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with taking that risk because I can afford to, you know? So that's everything about trading. There's nothing wrong with being wrong as long as you know what and why, right? So that's what it is, guys. You know, now I'm here to answer some real questions, man. Not try to. Oh boy. Oh my god. This guy, man. Bro, my community voted you out, bro. Sorry, man. I like I like I like to have conversations, but this conversation is not really getting anywhere, bro. You got to live in the present. So, if you want to talk charts now, let's do it. You know, anybody got any questions? Definitely just put them in there. Right. All right. So, let's see if price respects this. If price respects it, we'll stay in it. If not, we're going to get out and probably continue because BOS 50 respect. Cool. All right. So, what we'll do is now, well, we'll wait for this break and take position possibly to these highs right here, and Nasdaq pretty much doing the same thing, just giving us a reaction. All right. So we'll see. All right, guys. We're parabolic. Looks like we're parabolic for sure. Yup. So, uh, where am I from? Olha ما disse a dizer. Mas como. Bro, where do I as this busy man? This como. I'm almost done. Gee. تاسو هم چابي هغه کوي لاندې هر څه پراته دي زه په دې ناست یم که نه Yeah. All right, let's see the comments. Where am I from? I'm in Canada, bro. Toronto. But my background, I am from... Yeah, so my background, I'm Afghan and North Pakistani. So that is in the mountains, man, the cold mountains. Oh wow, B Bizzle, where you from, man? Are you in the army or something? That's awesome, man. It's a contractor. Yeah, so that's actually where my ancestors are from, like my extended family. But we're from North Pakistan, so if you look it up, you can probably see it. But it's basically in the mountain ranges. Very beautiful, man. I must say, I'm so grateful, man, for everything. So look at what gold is doing. It's ranging, and do not be surprised if you see some like boom, just fly, take it out. No, so where's UCAD? Yeah, so UCAD. Um, I'm expecting. We just got a break, so I'm expecting a pullback. You know, obviously, you guys can judge yourself, but yep. So it looks like Nasdaq set a low and wanted to make its way. Let's see if Nasdaq makes its way up to the high of yesterday. Yeah, gold is a little liquidity to push up for sure. But remember, you can also get a reaction. So my whole thing is, look, you can trade reactions. There's nothing wrong with trading reactions, but the higher time frames are just there to tell you like, okay, our higher time frames are giving us the fuel for certain direction. Our lower time frames is just the confirmation. But lower time frames do give you retracements, right? And if the retracements are good enough, you can take those, right? But if you feel like, okay, they're not, don't, right? It's all on the individual, man. And when I do trade against that, I trade with smaller size. Right, so basically, this was like pump, no, dump and pump. Dump and pump. Price broke low, then broke a high, retraced, failed to break the low, boom. You know? And see, we may get that reaction, man. There's nothing wrong with that. You best believe, though, you gotta know where you take your profits, right? Now look, gold, I wanted to pump for sure. Just the way 15-minute chart is doing it, where would I take my profit? I would take my profit here. If you were to counter trend this, which is right now, boom. I'd take it to 1923 or 1925. Boom. Now, see, look at US 30, man. Okay. Shorts. For sure. Shorts. These are just a few markets that I actually trade. That's it. All right. Any questions though, man? Like what other pairs do you guys trade? Do you guys just trade gold or index? Take a look. Shorted AU, AUD USD. You just shorted? Like right now? Okay. I'm not against that. I think it's fine. Like, now what I would like to see if we see a cross. Yeah. AU's looking okay. But just remember, right? Like once let's say the market's moving bearish for like 3-4 days. Don't be surprised if you get a reaction up, right? What else? Yeah. Take profit at 1925. EU. Yep. I actually agree. Kind of make me want to get in on this. Very nice. Makes you want to kind of get in on this. We just broke this. Just Forex, nice. Gerard Walker says, I'm learning. What software is this? This is TradingView. Who else is trading gold? Looking at it. Okay. Yeah. There's so many, look, man, there's so many different ways you can trade the markets. But you got to always remember, right? Look, if you see EU, right? I see this not breaking this low and not breaking this high, right? So we have to see whether this high holds or this low holds. But from the looks of it, it definitely wants to dump, right? Because we had a break, retrace, break, retrace, right? And we got all of this levels of rise for like weeks and weeks and weeks. So now look at the way Nasdaq is. Would be nice to see this. Take out these highs. Would love to see that, right? Something like that. But could we assume? All right, man. What else do you guys want to ask? Yeah, man. Ask some questions before we head out here. Because, yeah, man, it's a beautiful summer. It's a cold summer, not gonna lie. Up in Canada, we've been having like 14-degree nights, 10-degree nights. But yeah, definitely get out, man. Get out and enjoy your days while you're trading. Don't really care too much about the technicals. Trust me, has to do more with you, right? Um, from what I see, it's been a slow day, man. The last honestly, it's been a slow week. Just the rise has been for US 30. This is very low, right? As well as Nasdaq. No, Nasdaq was a good setup from here. I feel like it's been moving more. But yeah. What else? All right, guys. Any questions, man? Any more questions? Anything you guys want to share? Talk about any topics? I'm more than welcome. Like, be more than welcome to be on. Right, so you guys can just get those in prior to us closing out. So I just feel like these markets could be ideal, man. Uh, Ideally, the best US 30 market for me was probably a month back, probably last month, and this whole month, and like March. Definitely big on the indexes. So 5 years. What is the best key trade for beginners? Well, if for beginners, man, yo, AU, AU, wait, probably the best sort of structure I've seen in a long time, right? Because it respects highs and lows very nicely. And once it breaks, it does the same thing again. You know what I mean? Like the pump and dumps are very prominent. Dump, pump, pump, dump. You see me? So hope you guys get what I'm saying. All right. Paper trading is good for beginners. You know what I'm saying? I think when it comes to it's good for beginners for you to at least know what you're doing when it comes to actually using software. But then once you know that and you know how to trade, don't trade paper, man. How do you determine which days to stay out of the market? These these types of days, uh, to stay out. Let's say these types of days, stay out. If price is ranging within one area, like obviously, I know some people that'll short this and then buy this, right? But most traders won't be able to figure that out. So, anyways, news, bro. Who cares about news, man? No one even trades news. I'll tell you the problem with trading news, eh? Here's another thing. News is a type of thing where, yeah, you'll get that break. Let's say here, right? Crazy sell. But then eventually, it's gonna come back, right? It happens. We had news on golds, right? So on USD, any news thing is usually a false break or a stop hunt. It's a stop hunt, false break, so many different variations of what you might get, right? So, but yeah, if I was to say how to stay out of the market and when to stay out of the market when there's like low volume, because essentially that's what makes you money, man. It's the volume in the market, right? Uh, how would you know the volume? The volume is really on timing, and as well as these dump, pump, dump, pump, right? Pump, dump. My average profits daily, I don't really trade daily, bro. But the days I do trade depends like on the risk to reward. There are days I make 4 RR. There are some days I make 3. Some days I make 8. I think uh, it's really about the market conditions, man. You're gonna get different market conditions. So, and one thing as well is to here's another tip I have for you. Let's say you're up. Let's say you set a goal for okay, I want to make $1,000 a day. Okay, make $1,000. What you could do is you take this type of trade, right? or you take the buys. You're gonna, let's say you take the buys here. Cool. What you're gonna do is once you start seeing price being respected, you could add a small position initially, and then on the second test you can add another position, so you can kind of go build momentum, right? So something like that, 2 positions, and just TP the highs. All right, so they kind of add up. So we have a 2.64 here and then a 4 here. So you can reach your goals like easier. Let's say you have a funded account or whatever, right? So yeah, look, you see how price on gold literally did not break this high of the day. And what are you getting right now? What's that? Reaction, right? You're getting a reaction. So there's nothing wrong with trading reactions, but just know if you're trading a reaction, know where to get out. So yeah, so other than that, guys, there's not really much I would say today gave us, but you can definitely see, right? There's nothing wrong with reaction trades, right? This is what I was telling Fred. Literally. Yeah, gold bought for the day, right? But where would you want to take your profits? High of the day, right? You have a previous high because what? They retraced 40 pips. 40 pips is quite a lot for some people, right? And there's nothing wrong with doing this either. Where you know you're going to get a reaction, you just stop above and you're in, right? That's okay too, bro. There's literally nothing wrong. Because look, if that was the case, you would have been up already 1 to 4. You get what I'm saying? So this whole thing of trading your reaction and trading the pro trend, there's nothing wrong with actually doing those things. Yara doi para share. No, the day protector Chinese. Free baraki bala. Yeah. Look, so the thing with this market, I'm still bullish on US 30 and Nasdaq, but it's just the way the structure's playing out right now that it's not ideal for me. Because you have a huge wick. You know what I'm saying? Huge wick, and we have big closes. But I definitely want to see something like this, man. I wanted to get that reaction, but we didn't get the reaction, right? So open mind, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying what I'm saying about open mind is look, you can take the reaction trade, but if the reaction trade doesn't work, that's fine, right? You're totally fine. What you're gonna do is now wait. You're gonna wait for some bullish confirmations, which is all right, price has to break this and just ram through, right? So That's what I'm saying. Amen. Mazamil Ashraf. Khair Mubarak, man. I hope you have an amazing one. A great, great, great Eid. So, yeah, that's literally it, right? We could definitely keep going up. Because I did take buys on NASDAQ this week. I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, I took buys on Tuesday. I bought at 771, 14771. Where's that? Yeah, so I bought right here. 771. Yeah. And I just took profits, right? And you see that? Price literally was 2 pips away. 5 pips. And maybe that completion happens now. So that's all I'm saying, right? Reaction trades versus pro trend trades. And see, gold, right? You guys want to say buys, but remember, this is more like it, right? This is something I would more consider. But even if you took this reaction up, right? You took this reaction sell, the max profit you could have got out of this right now is 4.3 RR. And possibly could go more, right? So that's what I'm saying. With any market, it's okay to trade the reaction, but you just gotta know, okay, when do I get out and why? Where and when and why? So just ask these questions, right? Boom. All right, guys. So any other questions, man, before we get out of here? Because for me personally, there's no setup that I personally believe will give me the best opportunity. I'm still open to sells, right? Because the way Nasdaq is pushing, I have too many wicks, too much liquidity down here. Plus, I got guests over, you know, got the niece. Yeah, so I told you, right? I was like, look, even though I was bullish on Nasdaq and it was 30, I'm okay with taking a reaction sell, right? But look, the reaction, if it doesn't play out, that's fine. All I know that, okay, manage your risk, right? But if it does play out, that's totally fine because I'm an intraday trader. But intraday, meaning that I want to just take a trade today and close it by the end of the day, right? And if I'm not getting the confirmations I want or the same type of movement, I'm gonna just close the trade. I mean, so Euro USD. Yeah. So look, Euro USD, same thing, bro. Same thing. I actually like this, man. For sells, I like this because we saw the break structure, retracement, and then price below across MBL below 50. All right, we just want to make sure that okay, if you're gonna trade these, all right, take them with a grain of salt because they might not always go the full way. And the same thing with what I was saying with the US 30 trade, right? If price wants to respect these highs and we get a reaction, fine. If we don't, we'll just close. So I hope you guys get that. And that's what I was saying with the open mind, buddy. I'm so happy. Dasha, Dasha Kena. Hey, my little cousins, my baby cousins here. He wants to trade. Say hello.
Hello.
Yay. She's interested in this. Oh, laptop wale. Okay.
For cheese.
Hmm? Yeah. So she's seeing my charts and she's really liking the way it looks. The She thinks it's cool. Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Check me out on. You can check me out here, man. That's my Instagram and Telegram, and we also have uh my link tree.
Tree.
So with Linktree, that's where I post my
Tree.
yeah tree. That's where I post my like links, YouTube mentorship, stuff like that. Shabash. Da nashtoka. Yeah, your USD. Oh no. Man, okay, let's see Euro USD for real. So I'm still bearish on Euro USD because we just broke a low and we started retracing. So it could possibly give us a trade down until here. If it doesn't, beware of that, right? But this looks bullish, so take the shorts with a grain of salt, right? You see, this price has just been doing this. Now, this is the first time if price does this, that's a different story. But just keep your eyes open. If price starts breaking lows here, then you can definitely target previous lows. But if it doesn't, it breaks highs. Yeah, if it starts breaking highs on the 15, on the intraday, you can kind of get a little glimpse of why and where you want to take your profits, right? So if you guys have a strategy, use it. If you guys don't, you guys should like at least get a look at how structure does things, right? Because look, you see, easiest seller in life because price broke low, gave us a pullback, sell, right? Use induced. Yeah, yeah. I don't trade correlation though. There's no reason for you to. Correlation's kind of whack. I'll be honest, like, because there are times where it's like, yo, gold and UJ doing the same thing, right? People say, oh, see that? Look, boom. You see how price broke this? Wouldn't be surprised, man. Price break low, then broke above again. So now it's like, okay, that's my indication that okay, we're gonna seek higher highs. GBP, APY. You see? Mako. Na. So hazaha, and bichi. Bye. High five. Shabash. Zabacheha, landesa. Yeah. See, look, even here. Here was the low, and now it's just ranging. Price breaks low, different story. But you see how price broke above? We can definitely see them taking these highs later. So that's that, man. Anyways, I'm gonna close the stream because didn't really get the type of trades we want. But if we do get the reactions, right? Just know where to take profits. And if you want to take the continuations afterwards, we have so many highs that could be taken out later throughout the week, right? We have all these highs that could be taken out later the week, like a nice sweep up, right? Push. And speaking to the guys who bought gold, look at the reaction, right? The reaction is bearish. And you literally could have made a 1 to 5 just by trading that tiny reaction. See? So, any last questions, man, before we wrap it up? No? Yeah. So if price breaks the level and retest, it's definitely going up on a lower time frame if it's in a trend on a higher time frame. Yeah. So you're just aligning both of the time frames, right? That's ideal situation. Like you see how oil's been selling like really hard, right? Like oil sold really, really hard. From here, look at this. They're making their way back down here, but it's not just a straight line, right? We're gonna take the story. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be. And the fact that this close with a big ass wick means that it's not right. So it's gonna be taken potentially. So All right. So Steve, yeah, man, just check out my link tree if you're interested in this stuff. You can also look at my older streams from previous weeks, and you guys can get a kind of a glimpse of how it's done. But on these types of days, I'd rather have a discussion. And if we do get the trade, right, I try to short the reaction, but it didn't work out. We actually got stopped. So what we'll do is just we'll wait for a break, go back, and then make the money back plus more. And if I set up, right, and if they respect the highs and they want to break lows, that's a bear scenario, right? So always keep that open mind, man. There's nothing wrong with being wrong, but if you're wrong, it has to be much smaller than your wins, right? Your wins must be big compared to your losses. So yeah, man. So yeah, thanks Steve for pulling up to the stream, man. Uh, thank you to everybody, and shout out Fred. You know, Fred. I know he's really persistent on having a discussion. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And having clarity uh, within the conversation. So hope everybody had a good day and week. I'm actually celebrating Eid, which is a holiday. It's a spiritual holiday for Muslims, right? Those who practice Islam. And yeah, we're about to enjoy our days and call it a call it a week if we have to, right? And that's the freedom of trading. Yeah. Thanks, Red, man. Uh, thanks for the discussion. I just want to clarify, man. I have no problem, but there are, I have no problem, but there are some people that that voted you out the stream. That was actually funny, man. Um, yeah. So if you send a lot of messages at once, you will get marked as spam. So um, yeah. You see that? Look at this. Let's see if this divergence works. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, man, keep them coming. Um, have a Yeah, yeah. Keep the questions coming. You know, Anybody want to reach me, you can just reach me here or here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm okay with that, man. I actually like discussion, but at the same time, like I don't like talking about the same thing over and over. I'm one of those guys. I want a dynamic conversation. We we move from one topic to the other, not just the same thing. And obviously, we want to be clear with each other, saying what we're actually meaning, right? So yeah, man. You want to see it down stuff on the MS? You see this? This high is intact, but this is the low of the day. Break, retest of the 50. You see how this just changed? This could easily continue higher if it wants to, the way it's moving. So if it wants wants to sell it. It wants to sell, but it won't. Just this moment, you see? But look at how gold did it. Gold did similar stuff. Pushed up. Boom. Yeah, man. No problem. Everybody have an amazing, amazing week. And if you want to get funded, man, we got Blue Guardian. We're doing the 100 case with Blue Guardian and Black Bull Markets as well. So thank you, everybody, pulling up. We just had the hour candle close. So let's see. Yeah, close bullish. Have a great week, man.